Guys, I have been trading for over 6 years, and during this time, I have developed the morning ritual of a trader. I open the pocket option every day at 10 o'clock, set up just one indicator, and thanks to a step-by-step strategy, I earn an average of 1,000 per morning. Now, I want to show you how my morning goes at the computer, so watch to the end and repeat. Today, surprisingly, we will use only the basic indicators that are available to the platform. To do this, we will need the Keltner Channel indicator because this indicator combined with one candle pattern, which I will tell you about, gives quite good results when trading according to the trend. Let's set it up. Here we will set the period of 20 to smooth out all the irregularities on this indicator and save it. Let me explain the theory a little bit. We will trade with you these trend outputs from this indicator. I'm talking about the zone now, about this zone. If we look through this chart again, we can also find several more similar patterns, which are accompanied by several confident Japanese switches, Japanese candles of the same color. We can also switch to any other chart and find the same thing here. For example, also on a falling trend, there are the same situations on a rising trend. Now we will learn how to enter into these situations at the very beginning in order to extract maximum profit from this with minimal risks. So guys, look what is the main point of the trading. The trend trading. We need to catch exactly the microtrend and move clearly within this trend. Microtrends are usually 10-15 Japanese candles, no more. That is, the fact that you are trading up or down on such a time frame gives you absolutely nothing, because here we have more than 100 Japanese candles and you are trading for, let's say, 1 minute, 2 minutes. So it doesn't make any sense at all. Our entire analysis should be based from the behavior of the latest Japanese candles. Since we are trading according to the trend, what do we need to know? The Keltner Channel shows us the essentially normal range of motion of the chart. This range has some kind of upper bound, some kind of lower bound, and everything that we have next to this range is essentially a sideways movement or a regular normal movement with average volatility. We need a lot of volatility in order to make confident trades, and we get a lot of volatility when we have a trend in the market, as in this case. What contributed to the trend in this situation? Let me explain to you and just tell you a little bit about the theory of candle patterns, on the basis of which we will enter into a trade today. Look, we came out of the Keltner Channel on such a confident Japanese candle. Yep, we also exited it on this Japanese candle, and then we returned, but this movement and this movement are still slightly different, and that the trend continued here. It means that at least we gained a foothold with 1 or 2 Japanese candlesticks under the bottom line, which I already told you about. Accordingly, they served as a signal for us to enter the market. There was no such signal here because after leaving this range, we returned back to the channel. I will try to touch a lot more of the situation with you. By the way, here, yep, if we had entered now, we would have received a loss with you. But here, to be honest, there was a certain horizontal level from which I definitely wouldn't go into. Let's find the following situation. Let's say you and I are currently observing a trend change from ascending to descending. And if the next candle, or at least 2 candlesticks, are fixed under the lower line of the Keltner Channel, we will enter into a downward trade because our horizontal levels are all very far away. Here we have the main horizontal level, which may cause a correction. We also have a horizontal level, but not so significant. a little higher, let's say, in this place, and accordingly we can trade all the space after exiting the channel. That is, we are expecting an aggressive downward movement in this rectangle, but I am trading carefully with only 10% of my deposit. So if anything, I will be ready to place several trades even if I get a loss on the first or second trade. Well, that's exactly the signal I was expecting. We are waiting for the completion of this Japanese candle. In 5 seconds, it will finish its formation. And despite the fact that this is far from the best entry point for us, we still go down because from below we have a level to which the price will strive. Plus, we have the beginning of an aggressive downtrend here, and we hope that it will continue. Unfortunately, the same large red Japanese candle did not form here, but nevertheless, we took our trade according to the trend. This is what trend trades are based on. We are entering into another trade, and we have just literally formed this huge green Japanese candle. Many people will consider it a fatal mistake, but to enter after such growth, but honestly, I will tell you that this growth is just beginning. We are now facing the only horizontal level, but I have hope that we will successfully overcome this level and move to the next, the same horizontal level. It is located approximately at these marks. Therefore, we still have a decent enough distance to move towards the upper boundary. What about the Keltner Channel? Here we also had a downward movement. It turned into some kind of sideways movement, but recently, as we can see, we have come out of the sideways movement on this one Japanese switch. The Japanese candle. And now we will continue our trade. The trade is barely closing at all, but it's still a plus. But unfortunately, this is not an indicative situation. And I have already told you, I am not sure that there will be some kind of upward movement here. And we will fix it now. Well, so far, all our situations have been profitable, despite the fact that some were not very confident. But the way, in order to turn on the display time, on the Japanese candle, click to turn on the timer button here. This is an incredibly important function that will help you in trading. Another interesting point is that in 5 seconds, we will be entering into an upside trade. 3, 2, 1. We open a position. See what the point is. And here we already had an uptrend. That is, we are not trading a trend change here, but a signal to enter a trade. As a rule, there are the last 2, 3 Japanese candlesticks. As we can see, these candles are generally fine. They are large, confident, without any strong shadows. The only obstacle to this growth is the level that I marked in this green horizontal line, because we have already had the chart reactions from this level and this place. But since we are simply breaking through this level with the second Japanese candle, it makes sense that this upward movement will continue. We can look at the next more or less same level already on an older time frame. It can be, for example, this horizontal level. Well, in the meantime, we get another profitable trade on the trend. I remind you that you today, traded exclusively on the trend. This is the simplest thing you can do, and the most important thing is to do it right. Let's summarize the results of today's session. As you can see, all our trades closed today in a plus. Here is the first trade, the second trade, the third trade was very risky, just a plus 1 point. But all the other trades, if you can pay attention to this, they all close with a fairly good advantage. This is exactly the advantage of trading according to the trend. Therefore, friends, at the Keltner indicator, wait for 2 or 3 confident Japanese candlesticks to come out of this channel. Make sure that the horizontal levels do not interfere with you in any way and open the trade in the direction of movement. That's the whole secret of the result. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Bye bye everyone.